Hello everyone, my name is Brad and I'm here once again with my Jeep Shadow Trooper. Today I'm going to do a quick walk around with the Jeep, show you everything I've done to it so far in the build, what's coming up next, and then finally what I like about it and what I don't like about it so far. Alright, I'm going to start off in the front of the Jeep. The first thing I did is I changed out the bumper. My Jeep did not come with the steel bumper, it came with the plastic bumper. I like the look of the stock Jeep bumper, I didn't like the plastic bumper. I did take the ends out the bumper, I still have them in case I ever got to put them back on. I like the way it looks better without it. It also saves a little weight with all the extra weight of the steel bumper and the winch. A little extra weight savings can't hurt anything. I also have the worn bull bar, brush guard, whatever you want to call it. I'm running the Smittybilt 9500 XRC winch. I like the worn winches, but quite frankly, I don't like the worn prices. This winch has done a fantastic job so far. I've had to use it a couple times to get other people out. I haven't had to use it to rescue myself yet. I got the Factor 55 flat link in the front. I like the idea of having a closed system. The hook can always pop off, it can break, not exactly the safest thing. I am running synthetic line. With this and some soft shackles, I feel relatively safe. I do the stock LED headlights and fog lights on a Jeep still. I do have a LED light bar in the top of my windshield. It's the Stealth light bar from Quadratec for the JL and JT. The also make model for the JK. I have a whole other video on that. You can look at that video right up here. I'll link it up here. It goes into a lot of detail on what it looks like day and night and how it looks inside the Jeep as well. Now to talk about the lift, the tires, and the wheels. The wheels are a TerraFlex Nomad. They are 17 by 8.5. They also are the deluxe version, so they have the air up and the quick air down built into the tire, so I don't have to have any deflators or anything like that. I'll link a video right up here on this side that goes into a lot of detail about the wheels themselves. For tires, I'm running Nitto Ridge Grapplers. They're 35 by 12.5 and 17-inch rims. I like them because they're more aggressive than the stock KO2s that came on the Jeep. They're not really loud, and I've heard good reviews about them online. My next tires will most likely be a mud terrain, but these are a nice hybrid terrain. And for the lift, I had the Mopar 2-inch lift. With the Mopar 2-inch lift, you get a little more than 2 inches. I got like about 2.5 in the front, and I got about 2 1/4 in the back. So a little more than 2 inches, even with the extra weight I have in the Jeep. It's a nice lift. One of the reasons I got a lift over other lifts is because I'm going to be taking a long trip in the summertime. We're going across the country this summer in a few months. I want to make sure if anything breaks on the suspension components, I can take it to any Jeep dealer across the country, and I'll have the ability to get parts. Then a few other things in the front of the Jeep. With a lift, it did not come with adjustable track bars. And one of the things I didn't like about the lift is after you do the lift, it did shift the axle almost an inch, both in the front and the back. I'm running the Steer Smarts Yeti adjustable track bar in the front. It's much heavier than the stock one, and it allows me to adjust it. So after the lift, I was able to finally shift my axle back and get it centered within the vehicle. I'm also running the TerraFlex Nexus steering stabilizer down here as well. Again, I like its adjustability. I can adjust it from soft, medium, and firm depending on how I'm driving it. I'm also running the Amphib high and low mount snorkel system for the Jeep JL and JT. This snorkel is great. You don't have to worry about cutting anything in the side of your hood. And it still allows you to have a high mount snorkel if you want, or I like to run the low mount snorkel. In the back of Shadow Trooper, I'm still running the stock plastic bumper. At some point, I'm thinking of changing this out for the worn bumper. That also has a tire carrier, so I don't have to worry about anything on the tailgate. Back here in the tailgate, I'm running the Rugged Ridge Spartacus tire carrier. It's a very nice, it replaces both the hinges and reinforces the back tailgate. With this tire carrier and hinges, I feel like it offers a little more protection to the back tailgate versus the Mopar one, which basically just bolts onto the back and you still have your factory hinges. With this, it replaces the hinges with very heavy-duty hinges, as well as the reinforcement for the back tailgate. After putting this on, I have no more deflection in the tailgate. It doesn't rattle. It's very stable, very secure. Like the front of the Jeep, I am running adjustable track bar in the back as well. Back here, I'm running the Center G adjustable track bar. The nice thing about this one is you don't have to take it off to adjust it. You have the jam nut there. You can adjust without having to take the whole track bar back off, which is kind of a nice thing when you're trying to get it just right. And also back here, you can see I'm running a muffler delete. I'm running the Dynamax muffler delete for the JL. There's a link right up here that goes into more detail with sound clips on the Dynamax muffler delete. It does drone a little bit not that noticeable, but it gives you a lot more clearance back here without having anything hanging down, because the muffler does hang down another couple inches down here. Now for the inside. I haven't done a whole lot inside. I do prefer cloth seats over leather seats. I just find them easier to clean. They're also a lot cheaper. And I still can put seat covers on them to protect them if I feel that that's necessary at some point. I do have the Mopar headliner in my Jeep. I do find that it does keep a little of the heat out, and it does make things a little quieter. I have driven some other ones that don't have that in there. Yeah, it's a little noticeable, but it looks a lot nicer and gives you somewhere to put all your patches once you start going around everywhere. I do have the 67 Designs JL rail. It's a very nice way of having somewhere to put your iPad, having somewhere to put your phone. I have my GPS tracker here. It's just a really nice, clean way of not having anything sliding around. I think it's a great addition. It's not that expensive. There's only 4 screws holding it in. It's super easy to install. This is what the light bar looks like on the inside. Here's your switch on the inside. It doesn't take up much space on top. And I know people are asking, you can still use your sun visors. It doesn't impede that in any way. You can still take your roof panels off. It still works out quite well. I've had this Jeep for a little over a year. So far, I have really no complaints about it. I really do like the Jeep JL. It's a great platform to build on. The only thing I would have probably done sooner is the lift makes the ride so much better. The stock Jeep rides smooth, but with the 2-inch lift on there from Mopar, it is super smooth. The only thing I wish, and my only gripe with the lift, is it needs to have either relocation brackets for the track bars, or it needs to come with an adjustable track bar for the front and back. I'm very happy with my tires and wheels. I love the way the wheels look. I think the Nomad wheels are fantastic. They come with 3 different colors. I like the matte black. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with the ridge grappers so far. They're really smooth on road. They're not that loud yet. Now, mind you, I've only had about 1,500 miles on them, so that might change as they start wearing a little more. But so far, 0 complaints on the tires and wheels. The only other gripe I have with the Jeep JL is the earlier ones, 2020 and before in the Jeep JLs, they have the aluminum steering boxes. And when it gets warm, it does tend to wander a little more. I did put the Synergy track bar and sector shaft brace on the Jeep. That did help with the wandering on the steering, even in hot conditions. I am going to put my name on the list for the TSB to get the steering box changed out, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it because that brace does a wonderful job in keeping some of the wandering out of it. Now for future plans. There's only a few things left I want to do to the Jeep. I do daily drive it, so I don't want to do anything too crazy with it. I do want to put some skid plates on. I do have my eye on a set of aluminum skid plates. I want the protection, but not a lot of extra weight. And not really that expensive. I don't want a full belly skid, but it would be nice to have a little extra protection out there because it's not a whole lot of protection on there from the factory. Thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. I'm about 450 subscribers now. It's fantastic. That's more than I thought I'd ever get on my channel. I'm humbled that everyone's taking the time to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you don't mind, continue liking, sharing, and subscribing. And don't forget to leave some comments down below and let me know what you think. And during the summer, stay tuned and subscribe to follow. My son and I are taking a trip across the country from North Carolina out to Colorado and Utah. We're hitting up some trails in Colorado and hitting up Moab for the first time ever. I'm really excited to get out there, and we'll be filming our trip and journey along the way. So.